He's here. Hello. You just said don't play any Coldplay songs.
I know.
I've ruined that already.
You really built me up, and I'm really just going to disappoint.
What? Oh, God, we're going...
we were listening to it in the car on the way here, and it's like, he's coming. I mean, I haven't got much to say. You know? Can we not just...
Well, that was Chris Martin. Thank you for coming in. No, I'm sure you... Hang on, we'll put some different music on. This is my favourite. Are you ready for this?
We put the Cheeky Girls on.
No, I've got this, though. It's very similar. Bit of hip-hop, baby.
Great.
It's Chris Martin. Sorry, I'm doing that building up thing again. How are you?
Yeah, I'm great.
Not too early for you,
No,
then?
not at all.
Okay.
I was awake about 2 hours ago.
What were you doing?
Sweating and vomiting and getting nervous about this.
Sure up.
No, I wasn't. I was probably
Oh, God's sake.
doing some drugs or something. I can't even remember.
Rock and roll. You know, your nice manager man's now just sort of dropped his head into his hands. See the headlines already? Have you got to go and do the Brits thing later? Have you got some rehearsals?
Yeah.
Have you seen the stage yet, or is it first time today?
No, but we still haven't got an answer from Craig David
Why?
about whether he's going to, come on with us.
Shut up.
Well, let's just,
Is that the big exclusive that you might
Completely, it's the big exclusive.
be... Oh, a song with
But
Chris
no, in all
on
seriousness,
it.
we might meet Justin Timberlake, which would be great.
He's a big fan of yours, Pony.
I know, it's great. It's going to be
He came in
exciting.
talking to Scott, didn't he? And said
I don't know if we hug or shake hands or what.
Do you want to play a little quiz?
Okay.
Bear with me. You do not drink alcohol, true or false?
Not really, but my friends got this lady that comes around their house to clean, and she gave me this Russian mead the other day. Mead is like this old-fashioned drink, and I had some of that.
That's quite hardcore to sort of gently ease yourself back into alcohol.
It's either that or that purple stuff that cleans things.
Meth, that was yeah. Toilet duck.
That's great with Coke. Okay, no, I don't drink. The reason being because it makes me feel rubbish, and I was once kissing a girl when I was 17, and I couldn't remember anything, and I thought that was a bad idea.
Okay. You love bananas and banana milkshakes?
No, I don't. That's rubbish.
Oh, really? Because this is from the Fair Trade website, which we'll get onto.
Oh, really?
Well,
that's because that's to show that I support that stuff,
Oh, right, but
I
for
love
the Fair Trade for
website,
growing,
and so they said pick any of these fruits that you like, and then we can say you like them. And I wasn't so keen on guavas or whatever it was. But this is a funny thing. One of the ladies that works with us had a boyfriend once who every time they slept together.
If you whisper, they can still eat it.
I know, but it makes it sound like it's just us. And which I wish it was, because I wouldn't be talking such rubbish. Anyway, he used to say, listen, I can't sleep with you because there aren't any bananas in the house. And the reason was that every time they slept together, he had to have a banana afterwards to restore his zinc level. Isn't that cool?
I thought you were going to say to clean his palate or something.
No, she's been out with a bunch of freaks. This is Vicky, our assistant.
Morning, Vicky. She's going to be thrilled now. Oh, I'd made up a bit that you like bananas, but you don't like monkeys.
I do, I like milkshakes.
You grew up in Devon?
Yeah.
You had cream teas every day at school in your lunchbox?
Yeah.
Sorry, made that up.
That's blatantly just kind of racist.
Did you grow up in Devon?
It was idyllic.
Did you do sailing and surfing and things?
We did sailing and poetry. No, I hate sailing. Just sailing I have problems with, I think the way you can tell if something's cool is by the type of footwear people wearing. Sailing shoes just aren't cool.
10-pin bowling, though.
Exactly.
You're a big fan.
They have a bit more.
I don't know what this is now that we've got. I got the Christie's. It's all quite mysterious.
This is a good quiz.
Did you like it? You met the rest of Coldplay at the University College of London in 1997.
Yeah,
True. Steve Lamacq discovered Coldplay when they were unsigned and sent a demo into him at Radio 1.
No, right. Let me tell the real story. This is, newsworthy. We came here when we were just students, and a lot of people slag us off for being students, but in fact, we were not ashamed of it at the time. So we came here from college one day, because it's only about 5 minutes away. This was about 6 years ago, and all the pluggers were outside, all the guys that bring in the records, and we had our demo, and we were basically completely, we didn't have a clue. And this one guy said, what you need to do is post it in Steve's letterbox or whatever. And we did, and we didn't hear anything until 2 years later when we reminded him that he turned it into this big thing about how he,
He dines out on it now. Every time you meet him,
Steve Lamacq.
I discovered Coldplay.
He did, though. He did discover it. We owe our lives to him.
So then, if you cast your mind back to last week, we did a great big competition to see who was worthy of coming in, who knew enough about Coldplay. Have you got any headphones there, Pete? Whack them on for us, darling.
Pete.
There we go. There you go, matey. Right then.
This is great. You know, isn't that weird? You have a competition to meet you. I mean, it's not much of a prize.
Well, no, you do yourself down.
I don't do
quite
myself
a lot,
down. I mean, I did win like sexiest man, but I'm, you know.
Oh no, we weren't going to mention that. You know.
Well, I was. That's the best thing that's ever happened to me.
And you want to tell the story about how you saved Glastonbury?
No, I don't. Let's get on with it.
We are going to. Yeah. I love the way he keeps moving me on. Let's move on.
Sorry.
So the lucky man to win, who did do fantastically well in the big final on Friday, who kept his cool and answered so many questions about you, knew everything about you. It was amazing. Was Mr. Pete Norman of County Durham. Yeah, all right, darling.
Yeah, fine, yeah.
How are you?
I'm all right, a bit more relaxed now.
All right then. Now pull
Pete,
this mic towards you a little bit, my darling.
This is going to be
That's
great.
it, and speak quite like I'm doing now. Like
Okay.
that. Yeah, perfect. Chris, Pete, Chris,
Hello,
Pete.
Pete. We met backstage.
All right.
It's gonna be great.
And you've got your questions already. How is it meeting Chris? Are you all right? Or are you having trouble with eye contact? Are you a bit kind of like freaky?
No, it's a bit strange, like, but
Don't look at my fringe because I cut it myself and it does look stupid. That's what you're looking at.
I said there's a certain mental.
I know where I look now, don't I?
So mental.
Your fringe I'm receding, you see, though. That's the difference.
I'm just grown, man. I was trying to get a Dave Grohl.
He's great because it comes over his ears and his face and it looks cool. I don't know what I'm talking about. See,
You're growing the hair over your face, though, aren't you?
I know, well, I'm growing it so that it can be transplanted from my cheek to my forehead.
Can I have some?
Yeah, please.
No, that's a bit creepy. That we've told you about.
Sorry.
DNA swabs or bits
Please
of
don't
hair.
kill me. I'll sign whatever you want.
Sorry, I've got a bag full.
Have you?
Hey boys, they do go on, don't they? Right,
We had this guy outside our hotel room the other day going through our room service.
what, the food?
Yeah.
It wasn't me.
It wasn't you.
It wasn't me.
Anyway, sorry, can I go on with this? Let's go.
So then, off he goes. Mr. Pete Norman of County Durham is now going to interview Chris Martin of Coldplay.
Okay, great.
Right, if Coldplay were to do an Osbourne-style TV soap documentary, what activities would we expect to see?
Really? Honestly?
Yeah.
Okay. Kite flying, which everyone thinks isn't cool, but it is, because rock and roll is about doing what you want, and if you want to fly a kite, then that's great, you know? So that would be there, but I'm the only one that does that, and I'm still not very good at it. Then Johnny would the rest of them would probably just be smoking all the time, you know? I don't know, they do some weird stuff, and I wish I'd prepared for this.
There was no preparation. We didn't really know what he was going to be asking.
You know? But what else would be on it?
Hey, would there be any arguments or?
Yeah, absolutely there'd be arguments. And a lot of sweating, you know? I don't know what that means. I mean, who would make it?
So sweating, smoking fags, flying kites.
But it's not exactly going to win awards, but I mean, it maybe go on BBC Choice. You know? Can I mention that?
Well, BBC Three, really.
Okay, BBC Three. But it'll be good. It'll be good. But then, whenever there's a camera in the room, I always behave like an idiot, and it never really comes across as being very cool. So,
Right, Elton John said that Trouble is the only song of recent years he wishes he'd written. What song by another artist do you wish that you could claim as your own?
oh, great. Okay, a song called "Ain't No Sunshine" by Bill Withers. A song called "That's Just My Heart Talking" by a guy called Ron Sexsmith. "Songbird" by Oasis. Anything off the first 2 Oasis albums.
Really?
Anything by Radiohead. Anything by U2.
Didn't you cover Songbird at a gig in America?
We cover everything.
You did Nelly when I was...
We're practicing for when we have to play on a P&O ferry. You know? And someone asks for, "My Heart Will Go On" or something.
Nelly was good.
Nelly was great.
Yeah.
Nelly we've done, Kelly we've done, Justin Timberlake, you know?
Were you
I wish I didn't say this because we're supposed to be cool, but basically, is an arena gig bad or not? Tell me, because on the stage it feels great and you feel like a pop star, but then everyone says that it's rubbish to be in an arena.
I don't think it is.
You're a #1 fan, stalker guy.
Thanks, Chris. Right, see you later, bye.
See, the thing is, when it's massive ones, you can actually get quite a buzz off looking around the beach. So many people feeling the same as you.
I don't know. Did you like it, honestly?
I loved it, yeah.
Okay, thanks, man.
It's all right.
I like you a lot.
Can you just say that again?
Okay, I like you a lot.
Perfect, good. Next one, go on.
If you were to marry another member of the band, who would it be and
Johnny.
why?
Johnny.
Why? My auntie went to sixth form with him, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
How old's your auntie?
23, 24.
Okay, how did that work?
Yes.
No, I get teased by some of my close friends for being in love with our guitarist, but I'm not. Every singer has a close relationship.
And why do you
with
love Johnny so much?
Because, you know, at the end, I don't know. Well, we're all pretty close. Although they do go on a separate bus sometimes. That worries me. For all the arrogance that it's easy to get when you're in a band and you sell records, you know, there's still the thing deep down that if I hadn't met those 3 guys, you know, and lots of other people since, then I would be, you know, cleaning or something, you know, which is not a bad thing, but... So, I owe everything to them, you know? I don't want to get all cheesy and This Is Your Life on you, but...
No, it's beautiful.
He would be, if we had This Is Your Life, his would be the voice I'd be...
But if you had to marry one, could you make love to John?
No, I couldn't. I mean, it would be separate rooms sort of marriage.
Oh, it'd be like a kind of a Faulty Towers where you'd have 2 single beds next to each other.
He'd go off and do his hair and I'd, you know...
Who'd be Basil and who'd be Sybil in the Faulty Towers setup of you and Johnny?
I'd definitely... I don't know.
I think you'd be Basil.
He's got curlier hair than me, and mine's falling out, so...
You'd be Basil?
I'd be Basil, yeah.
That's beautiful. That was a lovely...
It's not falling out really, though. This is ridiculous.
No, it's just, it's cropped.
What's this music now?
It's cropped closely. It's your number 1 fan again. It's Justin Timberlake.
We're going to meet him tomorrow.
Have you sang this song? Well, it's another Justin Timberlake.
Cry me a river. That one. Yeah, it's the answer.
We'll be able to use that one again. You'll hear that all over Radio 1, your little sample there.
He sings really high, that guy. It's amazing.
Oh, he's bloody ruined everything, that barbet.
Isn't that video
Damage
cool?
is done. I'll take the back lyrics removing.
That's a sinister video, you know. But one of the funny things about videos, okay, my friend Simon, we had a song called The Scientist, right, and the video was all backwards, and it looked cool, but he then pointed out to me that the plot was kind of weird, you know. You crash your car, you have a walk into town and have a sleep.
Why did you leave her?
Exactly. So he teases me every time for like, why did you leave your car, you leave your girlfriend, you go through the woods, take your jacket off, throw up a pine cone and have a sleep in town. It's a bit weird. In the same way in this video, Justin goes into Britney's house and jumps all over her kitchen and stuff. And then films something and then
he does rude stuff, doesn't he, with another pretty lady?
Exactly, and his mate's in the car talking about the damage. So it's weird. This is for the privacy of the bathroom, not national. Cry me. What we might do tomorrow is dim the lights and change places at the Brits.
Yeah, do you reckon?
Yeah.
You and Justin Timberlake.
Yeah.
Not you and Shakira.
Maybe.
I presume. I think, Pete, have you got another question?
Have you got any more questions?
Yeah. Is it just one more, yeah?
Yeah. Pick your favourite.
Right. You won most sexy man at the enemies.
I know.
Therefore, you gained authority in the field of looking good. Can you share some of your tips for the UK, please?
My tips are, start receding, get spots, and wear the same jacket all the time. I mean, it's nonsense, that. I mean, I've got a pot belly. I haven't got a pot belly. I do myself down, you know. I mean, I can do lots of press-ups. Not that many. I mean, I'm not like Rocky IV.
Did you catch a chicken?
What do you mean?
Like Rocky.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, exactly.
But isn't that cool? My mum, of all the awards we've ever won, which have been like 1 or 2, and then band most like Travis, we, the one she's proudest of, that she's had the Sexiest Man award for her son. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
And it's so funny because, you know, all the people that turned me down when I was 13. You know?
He wanted this again.
Yeah, I'm
at 13,
bitter,
you shouldn't have been looking at girls anywhere.
I know, but you know.
Were you good at school? Were you SWAT?
Kind of. No, I was sort of in the middle. My best friend Phil got me through A-levels because he lent me his notes, and that's what got me to London, you know. I mean, I really cheated my way into London.
Were you good at music when you were at school?
Quite good, but I was more cheesy, if that's possible. I mean, there's some people who think we're the cheesiest thing since Dairy, but...
Well, you could do, what, music lessons? Was that spark?
No, but I was a solo artist at school. And when you're 16, being a solo artist really isn't cool. And I used to just play the piano the whole time, and I didn't really... Well, I had some great friends that I played music with, but they'd make me do, like, Jane's Addiction songs, and I didn't know that until when I was 15.
No, I was going to say
that. What's that?
You're off to go and practice for the Brits, rehearse for the Brits.
Yeah.
You very kindly offered to take Pete and his lovely lady Claire with you, didn't you? But it's a closed set.
I knew it wasn't going to happen.
Security. This is Satan.
I'm so showbiz, it's disgusting, you know what I mean?
Safely in the
It makes me
knowledge.
want to be sick, you know, how showbiz I've got. We have as a band, you know. We you know.
Two Brit Awards, Best British Album and Best British Group. That's what you're up for this year, is that right?
Yeah.
Did you get any hint beforehand? Who might have got it? Well, not that I know.
You don't when you. I mean, you know. I mean, awards. I mean, it's cool, but I think the Streets or Miss Dynamite will get Best Album, which would be great.
Okay, which is your favourite of the Streets and Miss Dynamite? If you had to pick one yourself.
Well, the thing is, half of our band prefer the Streets and half of them prefer Miss Dynamite.
What's your opinion?
Miss Dynamite.
Miss Dynamite.
Yeah. She's lovely. We did a thing for.
I know, but you can't
Make
say that
Trees.
because she's lovely.
Well,
You've got
yes, I
just
can.
album on album.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, when you're showbiz.
Oh right.
Because we've met Miss Dynamite and she came when we were doing this thing for a thing called MakeTradeFair.com. She came round to my house and her and Johnny and me played these songs acoustically, like Miss Dynamite and stuff. And she was so cool. She was so cool to us, and you know, because we're not really that cool or you know, whatever. But she was really nice.
Oh well, that's fair enough then. Oxfam's Fair Trade then, heavily involved. Are you still heavily involved?
Yeah, absolutely.
With that, Fair Trade is written on your hand in the video.
All the
for
time.
Clocks.
Yeah, it is.
Very good. You're always wearing the Fair Trade t-shirt, but not today.
No, not today, because I've started writing it on my hand.
You've got to give it a wash the odd time. Yeah, write it on
I've
your
got
hand.
about 10 of them.
Is it true? We all read this. 10% of your royalties from
Move
record
on,
sales,
move on.
merchandise, and gigs. Was that all nonsense?
Just move on.
Was it all nonsense?
Whatever.
Was it all nonsense? Are you seriously angry about that? Because I never know when you're serious or not. If it was nonsense, it's fair enough, because it's quite a mad story, isn't it? Or it'd be quite
I don't know
a
what I'm
mad
supposed
thing
to say,
do.
you know. But wait.
But it's not true.
Well, this is going to sound like, you know.
You don't want to. It's charity, but you don't want to talk
Children in
about
need.
it. Thing.
I feel awkward about this, because if I say that we don't do it, we look like idiots, and if I say we do it, we look like we're trying to be, you know.
No, if you say you do it, it looks like you've got plenty of money and
Basically,
you can spare some for a charity.
we're so rich that we can give some away. That's a good way of
I would
answering
love
it.
to be able to give 10% of my earnings away. I would absolutely love to be able to do that to a charity that I like.
Right, so what I'm saying is, I'm trying to say that we're still very greedy.
Okay.
But this is awkward, and this is really cheesy.
But you're not going to go to hell for your greediness, perhaps. You are quite
Whatever.
generous, and you give a bit away to
hell.
charity. Yeah, a little bit.
Where everyone reads the daily.
The mail. I think you could say, don't try and stop it. No, you can say that on this show, whatever you like. Or the mail on Sunday, indeed. Sorry, I did a bit of a point at you then in a sort of Westwood style. We are still
Westwood.
live, by the way, streamlined on the webcam.
I liked Tim Westwood.
He's fantastic. Been over to New York with him, so he's very,
Have you?
he's a good friend. He's very.
We're going to New York tomorrow on Concorde.
Whoa! Have you been on it before?
Once.
What's it like? It's supposed to be really small.
It's amazing. You get there just as they're finishing the safety briefing. They're like, and strap in, and we've landed. So it doesn't really matter about the strapping.
And how long does it take then? Is it just like 4 or 5 hours?
About 4 or 5 minutes.
And then it's like Joan Collins
about
always
enough
on the
time.
plane as well, and people like that.
Yeah, but apparently she always. But we've only ever been on it once, and we'll probably only ever go on it one more time.
Right.
It's just about enough time to watch Lord of the Rings. You know?
Back to that again then.
Yeah. But you're all right, Pete. I mean, I feel bad because you came all the way from Durham. I mean, is there anything else you want to ask?
Is that
Can I
about
do
it?
that?
Well, I'll do the quotes. But we were talking before. Jennifer Love Hewitt says Chris Martin is the sexiest man ever.
She says that about everyone.
Shakira, women feel he's not going to harm them. He's so attractive. Do you not harm women then, as a general rule?
I can, slap around.
Heidi?
You're asking me questions which I can't get away with answering anything other than badly.
Okay, Heidi from the Sugar Babes says, Chris Martin's gorgeous. I wish he was mine.
What? Do that voice again.
Chris Martin's gorgeous. I wish he was mine.
She doesn't mean it though.
Jennifer and Tommy Kitten said he's completely to die for.
Oh.
Gwyneth Paltrow says he's well fit. I wouldn't say no.
Oh. Move on.
Come on, the readers of Heat magazine would never forgive me if
Listen.
I didn't mention the big pretty G.
It is true that I'm going out with Jack Black. and that we've got an elaborate cover with some actress. Anyway, the reason why it's not cool to talk about private lives is because, it's just cheesy. The next thing we're doing we'll be launching a clothing line or something.
Hey, I could see it though.
But regardless of who you are or aren't, you know what I mean? It's nonsense, and you know?
And the minute you start talking about it, then you're
just-
giving people permission to keep writing,
Exactly.
keep asking about it. But is she all right?
I've never met anyone under that. And let's move on.
You're very nice.
I'm not very nice. The thing is,
I had
what
to
we've
slip that in,
established.
do you know what I mean?
What we've
People don't
established
forgive
is
me.
that when I'm not very nice.
That what? No,
I
you're...
always come across as an idiot on
You
radio.
do
This is-
not. You always say this.
Pete, you know what I mean? You saved my day because you're the one person in Britain who probably still thinks we're all right.
You know what? You're so lovely.
But
See,
look, but I'll
I
tell you
don't
what-
know if you're one of those who say that you're awful, but actually...
Okay, but I'm a mixture. Like every person in show business,
Well, every
half of you
person-
thinks you're brilliant and the other half thinks that everyone hates you.
Right. But
it's-
we all love you. We've got to say goodbye.
Okay. That was fun, you know.
Pete, thank you.
It was therapy.
That's very good of you, seeing as it's your song, but
stop.
we completely...
No one wants to hear that rubbish.
We've just been listening to that song, just chatting, going, right, Chris Frank's nice one and all this, and we're standing
Okay,
up,
let's play Cry Me a River.
But look, we
don't know that.
looked through to Newsbeat, and little Matt Barbette stood there with his big wooden guitar going, what about my bits? I forgot to tell him when to come in.
I was told to bring the thing in.
No, you weren't. No, come on,
Are
we
those,
told you
are
not
those
to.
Cub Scout badges?
No, they're not. They came with the jumper.
So then, go on, would you like to...
I can play Songbird by Oasis.
Great, let's do it. I'll sing
You
it.
want to sing that?
Brilliant. Do you want to join in, Pete? And then this would be a great, like... Okay.
That's
So I
G.
can sing my song. Can we sing it like Liam?
Yeah.
One.
It's a bit early. wait.
You can.
Okay, ready. Go. So I can sing my songbird yesterday. Took me to a place not far away. She's a little pilot in... I can sing it properly because I think it's the most beautiful song in the world. I'm gonna write a song so she can see. Give her all the love she gives to me. Talk of better days that are yet to come. Never felt this love from anyone. She's not anyone. She's not anyone. Oh, that's such a beautiful song. It makes
Oh,
me
I
cry,
just
that
found your
song.
echo as well, then.
It makes me cry, that song. What was that?
No, I just found your echo.
Especially when you sing it in a cave. That
And
was
what,
great.
yeah, it was very good. That was beautiful. And
That's a B-side in the bag.
do the one that you have been practicing. You have
I've been practicing in my place, actually.
Oh, don't play that.
Oh, please, come on, do a little.
No,
do a
don't.
little
That's
bit,
just
'cause-
cheesy, but that was lovely, the Songbird thing.
Play a little strum.
Isn't that a beautiful
He's been
song?
practicing all night. It is a beautiful song. Do you wish you'd wrote it later?
What do you want me to play?
Do go.
In my place.
Oh, don't play that. This is Johnny's bit. Go on then.
Well, I was practicing. I know the chords.
No, but listen, Songbird was mega.
That was very good, actually. Thank you very much.
But in my place, it's tough, you know. Johnny, he's up all night. He's grade 8 guitar. You know.
That is quite high for you.
Oh, that was so nice, you know. I didn't sing it, but that, you know, that's such a heartfelt, beautiful song in it, and
Easy to play as well, to be
yeah.
honest.
But like, anyway,
And that
Liam
was
Gallagher
beautiful.
always gets some bad stuff, but you know, if you're capable of writing that, it's like Beethoven in the film about Beethoven. You know, his girlfriend says, "How could I not love him?" Because he writes such
Yeah.
beautiful music. Anyone who's written Songbird is basically all right by me. Okay,
And
let's
that's
go.
lovely, thank you very much. Lovely stuff again, once again,
Don't
Chris
applaud.
Martin, thank you.
Okay, can we go now?
Accompanied on guitar by Matt Barbette.
Thank
All
you,
right,
thank
lovely.
you.
Have a good day, good
Okay,
luck
that
with
was
the
like
Brits.
stars in their eyes.
Yeah,
Bye.
a little bit.
That's P&O Fairies
No
in
Matthew
5 years.
Kelly mentions there. Ho!